receive more. And we're here for that, my love, because it is the hottest thing, the most delicious thing when you fall back in love with yourself and you know this is what I'm made for, created for, a gorgeous life. Who better than you? No one. Who better than you? Number 2. We have a powerful practice for you today and helping you to let go, letting go, releasing the past, creating space for what you do want to receive in your life. Let's go again. Letting go, releasing the past, creating space to receive more. Get your journal, get your pen and your paper. We're going in. Yes, I'm glistening. I just came from a workout, and Source, the universe, put me right here, directly, sweaty, even, a little bit stinky, to come here and deliver this meal, this nourishment for you. Let's go. My loves, letting go. What does that really mean? There's something or experiences that you and I have had in our lives that are living inside our minds. We recite it without even realizing it. We recite it without even realizing it. Our bodies react to certain images, sound, tastes, rememberings of things that we have experienced. That's called the human condition. Let's just tell the truth. And sometimes I know I did it too if you've read my book, Inner Child Healing, we are so practiced in doing the things that we don't realize we are inviting more of, to sit at the table with us, to sleep in our beds with us, to take up space in our hearts and our minds. We practice all the things that we don't want. And here's the thing, my love, number 1. If you are deeply and truly committed, devoted to your inner healing, and this is something, the practices and the programs I teach, and one of them is called Trust Your Soul, where I help gorgeous souls like you to finally come home to peace with yourself so that you can live life on your terms. If you are truly invested in your divine healing, then you will come to realize, eventually it may finally hit you, and you may realize, or you come up upon someone like me or conversation, you realize, you know what? My life experience has taught me to practice, has taught me to create beliefs, stories, prayers, religions, let's just call it that, because sometimes you have to call it that, to call it religions that I completely believe so deeply that every day I sit at the altar of these beliefs and keep practicing them in my day-to-day. So, the moment you say, I say, oh man, I should have known that thing that I didn't know when I didn't know it then and I did the thing. Or you say, man, I can't believe I fell in love with that guy again and I'm back with him. Oh, why am I so stupid? Or why am I so whatever? Or you hold resentment in your heart for someone who hurt you that you thought was someone dear and you cared about. My loves, or you feel guilt for not doing this thing for your daughter, your son that you should have done. And my loves, if you are beating yourself up, regurgitating the pain, if you're beating yourself up, you are feeding yourself the fuel, F-U-E-L, of being locked in the past. You are feeding yourself the meal of hurting yourself, practicing all that you do not want to keep living, and you're living it again. So that's why we bring this up on the top, because you cannot become your relief unless you know what you are choosing. You cannot become your relief unless you know what you are choosing. You cannot choose something different, something more loving, unless you know what you are choosing. I am intentionally repeating this 3 times, 3 different ways. Unless you are aware of what you are choosing, You cannot make a different choice. You cannot make that powerful decision. That's number one. Let this sit in your spirit. Let this marinate for a while, because some of us want to heal lickety-split so you can get on with your life, my love. That's not how it works. You are on an eternal journey. On an eternal journey, because there will always be instances in your life where something caused you to doubt how you feel about you. Maybe doubt your ability to heal how you feel about you. So number one, once you know what you're choosing, once you know who you are loving you more, then you can make a different choice. We're talking about letting go, releasing the past, creating space to receive more. And we're here for that, my love, because it is the hardest thing, the most delicious thing when you fall back in love with yourself and you know this is what I'm made for, created for, a gorgeous life. Who better than you? No one. Who better than you? Number two, recognize that this, my love, everything that you're doing in your life, every recital in your mind, every feeling in your body that recital invites, instigates, encourages, is a practice. Everything is a practice. You recite the thoughts in your head about the blaming and the shaming and all the people that are stealing your clients or your ideas, or why are they being so mean to you at work, or not giving you credit for all the projects that you're leading. My loves, you are reciting, you're practicing, you are regurgitating the things that you don't want to keep in your life. They are taking up room in your stockhouse. They're taking up room in your cabinet. They're taking up room in your pantry. They're taking up room in your pantry, in your closet, in your bookshelf, in your body. Because your mind and your body both have to get on board if you really, truly want to let go. We're talking about letting go, releasing the past, creating space for what you do want more of. And I train in this every day. I teach these things because I need, use, and want these things. And they're integral to my Trust Your Soul program, where I help women finally come home to peace with themselves so they can live life on their own terms. Number three, my loves, as you watch this, maybe in the replay, feel free to slow this down. Take a pause, take a beat, see how you feel about these activations that stir up in your body, activations that come through for you, recollections that come through for you. Pause it, slow down, baby, slow down. This is about you and your transformation. Because let me tell you one thing I've learned since I was a child. All the yippity yap, even that I say, words of love and encouragement, all the things that I say in my book, words are not the deepest teachers. Words help us to speak to each other, to hear, to listen, to communicate, to connect. And thank you for being here. But it is your life, the way that you have lived, what your body has experienced, what your mind has witnessed, has retained, has recorded subconsciously, consciously, and what your body reacts to. That's the experience that propels the choices that you make, and we can reprogram every day, all day. Number three, we can reprogram our minds and our bodies. We can rewire the practices that are living in our bodies, living in our minds, because we're here as powerful creators of our lives, regardless if you've experienced trauma, regardless if you're going through surgery, regardless if you were let go from a job, regardless if your child didn't do this that you wanted to do, or if you're going through a divorce, or if you're grieving. Regardless of all of that, or if you're feeling alone, you still, at this present moment, can make a choice and decide, I can, I want to, I am willing. I may not know how, and even if I don't know how, I believe. Here's the thing, we talked about it on the top. I believe the universe, source, whatever you believe in, whatever is your engine for activating hope in your life. Let's turn it all the way around, because hope is beautiful and it gets us in the gateway of relief. But my love, it is the actual transformation. Not so much the doing, but the energy first of believing. So whatever plugs you in. One of my clients said she goes to church and she feels the energy coming through and then she's springboarded into believing. Someone else said to me they like to work out first and they're springboarded into the energy and the eagerness and the vitality of what God feels like for them. So whether you're an atheist or agnostic, whatever it is that you believe, whatever helps you plug in, whether it's moving your body, singing a song, standing in nature, walking in nature, caressing your dog, spending time journaling, whatever it is that helps you to plug into the energy of hope and then use that to springboard your practice now of getting rid of the dump truck, let's call the thing the truth, of negative emotions, of doubt, of bringing up all the blame, all the shame. That's not going to help you. It sounds so simple, my love, but this is proper work. Let's call it what I call it every day. This is holy work. I teach these things because I use these things in my Trust Your Soul program for helping women finally come home to peace with themselves so that they can live life on their own terms. We go even deeper than the principles I'm teaching here today. So how do you reprogram? Number 3, your body and your mind. You've got to be on board, my love. And don't see this as, oh my God, Wednesday she meditates 2 hours and she does this, I have to do it too. Hell to the no. We tailor the program to suit your lifestyle, the way you receive, the way you let go, the way you think, the way you move, the way you calibrate to your love. Everything is about you, because what works for me may not work for Jane. What works for Jane don't work for Charmaine. So it's very important to learn how you move, how you take on information, how you digest and absorb transformation. Sometimes it's just 1-2 minutes of something that you do every day, and it could just be sitting silently, looking at nature. Sometimes it's just 2 seconds of every day of being aware of what the thoughts are coming in your mind that you do not want. Because as we said, number 1, you cannot become your relief until you know what you are choosing. My loves, there's nothing you cannot do, have, or become. There's nothing you cannot do, have, or become. And if inner healing, if you are ready to live a gorgeous life, whatever level of your life you're expanding and growing and becoming more of love, expanding and becoming more of your entrepreneurship business, your artistic endeavor, whatever it is, your home, you want to create a beautiful home, whatever stage of your life growth, your expansion journey you're interested in experiencing, you can do that. You can become that, but it starts with you. It starts with you, my love, letting go, releasing the past, creating space to receive more. 2 questions for you to take away today, because I'm all about the transformation again. I'm happy to communicate and share with you on the podcast, if you find me on Instagram, through my book, but I know, and you know, it's your life experience that reinforces the beliefs that you subscribe to, that you practice, that you pray to, that you train everybody else who interacts with you to come on board and believe it. And if you're ready for transformation, question for you. What do you believe is available? Deliciously, gloriously, sexy as hell. What do you believe is available for you? What do you believe is available for you? Number 2, what are you willing to practice more of? What are you willing to practice more of? Because my loves, if you have ever gotten a taste of what relief, what love for yourself feels like, what love for yourself feels like, ooh la la la, you will never, ever, ever want to regress in the past. I talk about it in my book, Inner Child Healing. Yes, it is holy work. It is holy responsibility, but you were chosen because you've got the courage, because that's what it takes. It takes courage. It takes courage to contradict everything that everyone else may be doing in your inner circle. It takes courage to contradict, to say, no, that's not who I'm made for. I'm not made to be somebody's doormat. I'm better than that. You have a higher perspective of your purpose. So when your day goes a certain way, you say, that's just a teacher of love. You don't let those emotions, you don't let those people take up space in your heart, because you've got holy work to do. And it's loving you more. Inner healing, my loves, when peace. That's who I am. You find me when you're ready. I am the answer that you seek when you are ready, willing and able to trust your soul. Yes, I help women come home to peace with themselves so they can live life on their own terms. This ain't no magic. It's the miracle of you remembering that you are divinely capable, able, and empowered to create any kind of life that you want, regardless of your story, regardless of what people say, regardless of the money in your bank account. You got the goods. Oh yes, oh yes. Worthy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shimmy, shimmy, you got the goods. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shimmy, shimmy, you got the goods. Bye.